Welcome to Seeing This. I am the movie Mamba, Michael Ornelas, and I've got a feeling nobody seems to understand how black holes work. Joining me on the podcast today is the Gerber baby-faced assassin, Adrian Cedeno.
More like the fuel floor. I mean, am I right? Right?
Take my wife, please. Also joining us, we have the Playbill Prince back to join us on this Fantastic Four journey, Anthony Cedeno.
Marvel's got a chance.
This is going to be a good conversation. And lastly, the ultimate comic legend. He knows everything, right, Larry? You said to tone it down, but we got to turn it up, baby. It is Larry Lalo Lopez.
Die with yours.
Sounds like a deep cut. That's all in reference. That's all in reference to the Fantastic Four. Normally, we would go around and say what we've seen this week, but I think me and Adrian specifically have seen a lot of Adam Sandler, which if you watched our last bonus episode, you can hear our thoughts on that. Very heated debate. Really got into our top 10 list. Some people are disappointed. Some people are mad. That's why Erica's not here. She said, fuck this podcast. I'm out. Not really. Not really. She just wasn't able to join, but she does have some thoughts on the Fantastic Four that we'll relay a little bit later. But want to dive right into our episode here.
Have you seen this?
Have you seen this?
Have you seen this?
I know, I've seen this. I know this.
The Fantastic Four. A lot of anticipation with this movie, considering the previous two were real flops. Adrian, kick us off this time. What did you think of Fantastic Four overall?
I have never liked any of the Fantastic Fours, and I wasn't about to start with.
You were pretty determined going into this one, like a little behind inside, a little behind the scenes.
I tried to give it a chance.
Adrian was pushing back on
like
doing this, yeah. But go ahead.
I
Sorry,
definitely
go ahead.
tried to give it a chance, but it wasn't it. It was just like blah. I guess the acting was good. I didn't like the casting overall. There was probably like two characters I think they could have redone that I was just like, eh. But then again, they haven't gotten Human Torch. They haven't gotten him right yet in any of the movies. Like,
Okay.
So I'm
I don't
saying
know.
like that was still not on point. I didn't like it. I mean, it's a boring. It just didn't make sense to me. Like you said, black holes, for nerds. It's just not my thing, man. Just not my thing.
It's
I've
not your
never
speed.
been about the Fantastic Four yet.
Larry, I heard a little pushback from you. What were your overall thoughts on this one?
I enjoyed it. I watched it a second time, like it did with Superman, and once again, second time, enjoyed it a little more. The first time was okay, and then the second time I kind of got more into it and enjoyed it a little more.
What were the things that stood out to you the second time
I
around?
think the Silver Surfer backstory, kind of all of her, kind of I enjoyed a little more, knowing what you learn about her. But I agree with Adrian, Johnny, the guy who played Johnny Storm, didn't do it for me.
So,
either,
that's
it might be those
Joseph.
beady eyes.
It's Joseph Quinn. He made his real fame in Stranger Things, and he's good in that. I enjoy him in general, but I have some thoughts on him. But before that, Anthony, you sounded the most optimistic with your opening line about Marvel moving forward here. What'd you think of Fantastic Four?
I thought it was pretty okay. I think it was good. But I think it was good as like a setup. Like I feel like it was a good introduction movie, setting the foundation to like what is to come with like Doomsday and then Secret Wars. I think this was like a good setup. So, but still, like again, like I agree with my dad. I think there was like the casting was rough, and I think overall, I feel like they really honed in on like certain parts of like Reed Richards, especially. Like they really honed in on like smartest person in the world rather than like Mr. Fantastic. Because like I feel like it wasn't really until the very end that we saw him in action or even using his powers really. So I feel like that was something for me where I was kind of like, come on, like you're not just Reed Richards, you're also Mr. Fantastic, you know? So I feel like there were certain points like just like that, like little things like that where I'm just like I wanted more, but either way, I still think it was generally good.
I could have used more of the seeing the family as like in action. I mean, we get really one really big scene with them in action. I could have used a little more of that.
Those are fair points. I think we really get like that come to mind off the bat. There's like 2 action sequences really in this whole movie, right? And it kind of
And one of
happens.
them, they're in the jet, right?
Right. Well, take it easy.
I mean,
Spoiler.
are we jump?
There's a
That's
jet,
what I'm
there's a
saying. Are
jet
we
in this
jumping into
movie.
spoilers?
Hold on.
Are we jumping into spoilers?
I see you're ready to attack. Let me give my spoiler-free thoughts, and then we'll get into spoilers. To do that, I'm going to bring in my guest really quick. This person has an attitude. I had an attitude after this movie, and you guys might be familiar with him. Actually, I know you're familiar with him, and that is Raphael from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990 version. Let's make it clear. But I think his whole interaction here with Leo from this point sums up how I felt about this movie.
Oh, that's the plan from our great leader, huh? Just sit here on our butt. I never said I was a great leader. Well, you sure act like it sometimes. Yeah? Well, you act like a jerk sometimes, you know that? And this attitude of yours isn't helping anything. Yeah? Well, maybe I'll just take my attitude and why leave. Don't you? I will. Good. Great. Go ahead. We don't need you.
Pork rind.
Pork rind.
Pork rind.
I feel like that that whole interaction with Raph and Leo is like Marvel Kevin Feige is Leo, and I'm Raph, just like, so wait, we have this huge opportunity to make the Fantastic Four relevant, bring it back from the depths of the ashes that it was, and they make it this? I appreciated the style going like back into like, the late 50s, 60s. But it also was hard to think of like what they envisioned as the future being in 2025 and like seeing some of the technology and how that doesn't really mesh up with that time or our time. It was like too ahead of its time, but behind in our time. So it's a weird way to kind of balance all
It's like
that.
the Jetsons.
I thought that, but the Jetsons I feel like were even more futuristic as far as like I mean, this is very minor spoiler alert. You see it in the trailer. It's very minor, very minor. But Sue has a birth control test, and that's pretty much what we have like now.
It's just digital, right? It was just digital instead of a color line.
But what did you want?
That's one example. We can go over a couple other examples as we go into spoilers. But I think overall, people are gonna like this movie. People are gonna find it as like it's like a family film. It has a family message. I think anyone over 7 could watch this. Like the violence isn't very violent. I think they say bullshit maybe once. There's nothing sexual. The jokes are tame. It's just very, very moderate. You know what I mean? Very PG. Yeah, it's very PG. I'd argue even maybe G, except that there is
I would say
like
G, because PG it at least has some jokes for adults. You know what I mean? Like this had nothing.
Or some action, like to our point, like Raph says, we're just gonna sit here on our butts. Like there's 2 action scenes, and a lot of it is at their house. Where, to your point, Anthony, and again, this isn't spoilers, but like a lot of it is spent there, and he's being Reed Richards versus Mr. Fantastic, right? So I agree. I think it is setting a stage. Its first steps, it's in the title. But back in the day, like you can make a movie stand on its own and then build from that. You don't have to have it be a building block. So it's disappointing in that way. Let's go around and do our Commodus Scale before we dive into spoilers. So up, down, or even. Remember, we're on audio podcasts also. So if you could verbalize what you're doing and, give a little context. Anthony, start us off. Up, down, or even?
I think I got even.
Even? Wow.
Even.
Okay.
I was
expecting you came in hot. Like Marvel has a chance.
But this movie in itself, I feel like it was good, but I feel like regardless to what it still had like a lot of bland points. But to like the greater scheme of like what's happening in the MCU and everything, I'm like, yes, like that thumbs are up. But
I misread it. I'll be honest. I thought it was like, from Dumb and Dumber, like, so you're saying there's a chance he was like trying to say that. But I guess I was wrong. I guess he really liked it and that they have a chance.
Yeah. Like,
You thought you'd be sarcastic.
Yeah.
No.
I heard it when I read it in Dumb and Dumber's voice. Like, so you're saying there's a chance?
I see. I think you were
My bad.
projecting there. I think you were projecting
Yeah,
there
my
your
bad.
own thoughts. But we can go to you next, Adrian. Up, down, or even?
I'm gonna go even, just
Wow.
because it is the best. It is the best of all the ones I've seen so far. But it's still not good.
It's not fair.
So I'll go even for sure.
Okay. Larry, where are you at?
We're gonna go up. Yeah, we're gonna stay positive with it. Yeah,
Wow.
I had some, gripes with the movie, but overall, it wasn't bad. It was good. It was a good movie. It's enjoyable. I like
I
the
mean,
sci-fi
guys.
aspect of it, so.
Yeah. Again, I won't give it away quite yet, but I'd say the first half of the movie feels like it could be a movie in itself with a conclusion. And then the second half is just like part 2. You know what I mean? Like it's very split in half in that way. And I think I probably enjoyed the first half more. With that being said, I'm going to go even, just because it's not a bad movie. It's not, it's standard. It has its point of like, okay, here's a brief backstory. Here's the first mission they have. Oh, there's an obstacle they accomplish, or don't they? You get, like, it hits those beats. Oh, there's a bigger challenge. How are we going to fix this? Let's find a solution.
Sounds like a superhero movie to me.
Well, I know, but that's my problem. My problem is that I want something to, like, if we're moving forward, we need something that's going to, like, propel the franchise forward instead of giving us another run of the mill story and we just change the costumes. You know what I mean? But let's go into spoilers so we can talk a little bit more freely here.
Spoiler alert.
Just one thing I'll start on, and I guess this could have been spoiler free part, but like the graphics were pretty rough in certain instances. Like Sue Storm has a baby. First of all, they name it Franklin. I don't know, Larry, if you know that like canonically, how do I say that? Canonically, Franklin is the name of their kid.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I guess of its
He's
time,
like one of the most powerful of everything. Yeah.
So I'm curious. I'll go to this. Let's start there, Larry. I didn't know anything about his kid. I don't know. Adrian, Anthony, were you? I guess Anthony, you were. Adrian, you didn't know anything about.
No, but it immediately made me think of The Incredibles. Like,
Sure.
their baby is the exact same, right? Like, full of power.
Jack.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, listen, you say it reminds you of The Incredibles. Fantastic Four was influenced or influenced.
Well, The Incredibles have been influenced. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But so I guess for Anthony and Larry, watching this, knowing that this kid ultimately has major powers, do you think that changed your perception of how the movie ultimately ends, where Sue Storm is fighting or pushing Galactus with her power? I have so many questions. I can't even, like, we're already at the end of like the movie that I'm talking about. I just have so many questions, and it's so
That was
frustrating.
the beginning of my issues.
You knew when they put the baby on her, she's coming back. I mean, we already knew that right away.
Yeah.
And it's just, that kind of was one of my gripes about it too. I'm like, why are you even doing that when we know already what's going to happen?
I mean, I didn't know. Before the baby starts like CGI wanting to go to her, like I was like, oh shit, are they gonna actually do something to kill off Sue Storm in this one and then bring her back later, like Marvel does? But then it's like the baby, like put her on the chest and like very maternal energy, which is, I kind of wish we had Erica to maybe shed light there.
You never spoke about her thoughts.
Excellent segue there, Larry. So, Adrian, you can relay, put it in Erica's voice. What does she think of the movie?
I don't have Erica's voice. She was definitely irritated with the CGI and the graphics part of it too. Like, it was super annoying to see the styling that they had, like, and then like Mikey said, it clashed so much with the futuristic tech, and then to have it all not work. like with the graphics and the CGI, and I mean, it was not good.
That was a bit of a hybrid of you and Erica's thoughts, but
She just didn't like the graphics. I don't know what to
yeah,
say besides the
yeah.
graphics weren't good.
She had
The
she
CGI was not on point.
and she had the opposite take of Anthony and said Marvel needs to get their shit together, which I would break even in the middle and say, like, it's Marvel. We can't expect something else. This is what this movie has taught me. You can't expect something else from a franchise that's been giving you what it's given you. You know what I mean?
I liked that you could go into this movie and not have to see the rest of everything else. It was,
True.
kind of by itself.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that was one of the upsides they had about this movie is you didn't have to see, what was it, 15 years or something like that worth of movies.
Yeah. Well, let me, ask again. Each person has a power. Sue Storm, what I know is she can be invisible. The thing she touches goes invisible. That's cool. Larry, can you shed light, or Anthony shed light on, like, her push power or whatever that is? Like, what is that?
He also has like telekinesis.
She does have telekinesis.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she's like Jean Grey.
That's why they show you in the wave, because I mean there's no other way you're really gonna see it, So that was them showing you that she has telekinesis.
Okay.
She's not psychic, but she has she can move stuff with her.
And you see it before when she battles like Silver Surfer, when she like
I know, yeah. I just didn't know what her power was. Like, to your point, you don't have to do homework, but it also kind of assumes you know about the Fantastic Four. Like, it never says these are the powers. This is what they can do. You know what I mean? We just like, oh, things happened in their space launch, and now their DNA is changed, and they're now superpowered, right? They never explain, like, Johnny Storm can manipulate and turn into flame and fly.
They never mention their names.
Do they not? Do they
They
not?
never even say like Mr. Fantastic. They never even say Human Torch. I think to be honest, they never announced any like Sue Storm. Like it's
just when
just
they're
Sue.
talking to each other or to like people independently.
They call him Johnny.
They might have announced it when they're doing that like late night show. I think they might have done it.
Yeah, that a guy hosting is like, narrating and explaining them.
Yeah. I think they might have announced it there. Go ahead, Mike.
There's just so many different directions that I can go. Okay. So ultimately, Galactus shows up. Well, before that, Silver Surfer shows up, which they never say that name in the movie. In the credits, it says Silver Surfer, but they never actually refer. They say the what is it? The Harem, the Herald, and then ultimately Johnny in her language calls her Ashalab or
Shalabal.
Thank you, Adrian. Way to be on it.
Shalabal, yeah.
And the whole time I was wondering, is like, okay, well, are they trying to say this isn't the Silver Surfer because it's a woman and historically it's a man, and like, is there two, or but in the credits it says Silver Surfer. Go ahead, Anthony.
So that was where I was confused too, because I did see that in the credits it said Silver Surfer, because from my knowledge, there is like two Silver Surfers. Like the original Silver Surfer gives himself up for whatever, to save his planet, whatever. He comes to Harold.
Yeah, that she did.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then there's like there's like, in the comics, whatever, like his love from that planet, like sacrificed herself too, that way they could be together. And then like together them, and then like the Fantastic Four and then X-Men and like whoever like went and then like took on Galacticus, and then it was cool. So then that was where I was like, oh, like I thought we were going with that storyline of like, oh, this is just the girl, and then we're gonna bring in the guy, or like maybe we'll bring him in later or whatever. But they kind of confirmed in like the credits that this was a gender swap and not going with that comic line,
I mean, they could still do it.
Yeah. I didn't necessarily have issue with that, but the whole idea is that Sue is pregnant with Reed Richards' kid, hopefully, yeah, right? And ultimately, Galactus is going to come destroy Earth. Silver Surfer lets the people of Earth know, the Fantastic Four know.
You're on the clock.
And ultimately, he's coming, and he's going to eat up your Earth. He's a world-destroying, eating
Devourer.
creature. The Devourer.
Devourer.
Right. Spell it. So so the Fantastic Four then decide, let's go talk to Galactus and be like, yo, what's your deal? What's your issue? Now, let me tell you, this is where my issues start. Richard Reed has gone out of his way, above and beyond, has handled crime within New York City for the sake of his son's safety that's coming into this world. Babies, let's baby safe, everything in the house, whatever. Why is Sue on this mission to go talk to a world-devouring fucking creature? Why is she there? She's about to burst. Why the fuck would she go?
Because she has to be the first pregnant woman to do anything. I think he tells her that. Like,
everyone, this
you're
is
gonna be the first pregnant woman to do anything that happens in space. Like,
I was gonna say, this
duh.
isn't Adrian. This isn't Adrian being Adrian. This is actually what happens in the. This is what happens in the movie. Yeah. So I like what. So she's
Yeah, that's a
now.
big change for me.
So on their way back, or they're trying to escape because a black hole's been open, referring to my opening fucking line.
Well,
And-
because they want the baby. So
Because they want the baby. Yeah, Galactus wants
so
the baby.
Galactus scans them and sees the baby in Sue's stomach and is like, that is the being of cosmic energy. It'd be the only thing that'll quench my thirst. That's the only reason why I keep eating all these
He wanted
planets.
it to replace him. He wanted the baby to replace him,
So,
so
not
he
quite
could
replace
stop
it.
his eternal hollow.
So how it is that he has to eat planets in order to stay alive. If he has this baby, it's his power source now. So that's why he's like, I need it so I don't have to keep eating planets.
So it's like the Matrix, like he's trying to harvest the baby.
No, I think he wanted the baby to replace him.
I'm with Larry. Like I could now, if this kid can become the power devouring, I can give my curse to him. Pretty much is like transferred to the baby. Is how I read it. No, you
I
guys.
read it as he'll eat this baby and that'll give him the energy that he'll never be hungry again. Like, this baby is Jesus.
I'm speaking from like,
Adrian, go back and watch it again.
Yeah, I think he says something along the lines of like, he can replace me for like,
Yeah,
for this burden or whatever.
because he's been doing it for billions of years. Because she says something to him like, "Why the child?" And
Yeah,
Right.
So they pull a Superman and have a fucking black hole that doesn't operate like a black hole. First of all, if anything, I don't care what your fucking power is in contact and that close to a black hole, you're done. It's a wrap. So Superman, we talked about his super breath saved him. And this one, their ship, the thing, Ben gets like close enough and maneuvers it to like lure the Silver Surfer close so she gets sucked in, but they're able to fly away. Shit.
What they do is they go invisible, exit the little pod thing, that thing flies into it, and there you go off to whatever. So he doesn't,
Yes.
he just kind of just throws it at it. Like, here you go.
My point is if you can see a black hole, you're getting fucking sucked in. Again, where's Neil deGrasse Tyson? You know? Tough. Now, riddle me this. How did the Silver Surfer survive? We see her
cosmic being.
She's fast enough to get out.
It was sucking her in. We saw her like.
Yeah, he said she'd be stuck in a time warp.
They said it would take months for her to escape because like time moves slower, I think. So it's like,
Yes.
So then
They
she's
did
going
say that.
Yeah.
So
it's like,
then maybe answers my other gripe is that when the Fantastic Four returns, that's the end of the first movie. Like I was talking about, they come back. She has a baby, great, but then they announce or Reed Richards in a press conference is flustered and is like, "Well, we didn't kill Galactus. He wants our baby, but he's not getting our baby, so the Earth is cooked." Tough shit. So sorry about your luck, everybody. Has anyone seen this Galactus? Is he real? Fake news. Yeah, that's tough. And then when Sue comes out, there's all this rage and protest about like, oh, what about us? We're gonna die, whatever. And Sue comes out with her baby to introduce Franklin to these people, and everyone quiets down. She gets to do this speech. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. If the Earth's survival depended on us giving up this baby, dude, everyone would be up in arms. No one would calm down to listen. Like, maybe that's me being too critical, but I don't know. That worked for you.
I've been trying to get rid of my kid right there for a while now.
Can't get rid of him. Can't get rid of him. All that worked for you, Anthony? Like that.
I think the thing that worked least for me was like neither of those. I think it was more like yo, Galactus was just like boom, and now she's having a kid like right then and there. Now she's delivering as soon as he's just like
He forced it.
I'm not too mad at that, I guess. Yeah, like, but we don't know how far along she was, right? I mean, we don't know how much time passed, I guess, from when she finds out she's pregnant
When the
to when
Herald
they
came in.
leave. It does happen. I mean, time passes, but it doesn't really. We don't
Yeah,
really
they
have.
don't really
It
give
does
you
say
the-
months.
Okay. Okay. Months.
So I mean, let's
months
say
pass.
we'll say it's 9 months then, whatever, 8 months, whatever it is.
Okay.
Although it is kind of crazy that the baby comes out and is already like ready to crawl.
Adrian.
Full head of hair.
Adrian.
No mucus, no nothing. No
So-
placenta came out.
I did not
Come
know
on.
this was coming. Yeah.
When I saw the birth scene, and it's like the
I was like,
cleanest.
oh, Adrian.
It's the cleanest like birth in the history of space. Like no.
Not
I
a
love how
single
there's
towel.
no fluid
Not a
floating.
single
There's nothing
rag.
floating around. Yeah, there's nothing floating around.
I was like, Adrian's gonna have an issue with the lack of a placenta floating in zero gravity.
Yeah,
Larry's
for
out.
sure.
We lost him. Hopefully he makes it back. Yeah. So that was the issue I had. Like just things like that, which obviously you're not gonna show in like a Disney movie, but like, how funny would it be if like Johnny's in the back with like a bucket or like trying to catch just like floating something, you know, like
Amniotic fluid. Yeah, my water
just like
broke.
collect it with the towel or whatever, like do something with it. But yeah, then it would have been PG. Then it would have been PG. So now they're having to figure out how can they save their baby but still save Earth. And Reed Richards is like, what if I got this little prototype of teleportation that's worked? Let's grow it up to scale and teleport the Earth to somewhere Galactus can't find us.
it's crazy. Come on, like okay, we're gonna go without the sun. We're gonna just teleport to like some spot in the universe. Like we're gonna go without the sun, the moon, like nothing. We're just gonna just disappear. Like come on, really?
And I think because it's the Fantastic Four, we needed to have the science in it. Like Reed Richards is the smartest man alive, and we're just getting him like scribbling on a chalkboard and be like, "Oh, I got it." You know, like
A plus M equals 37 seconds. Like, bro, come on, really?
yeah. The biggest issue I had was Galactus is eating planets and he's on his way to Earth. You mean to tell me the Fantastic Four had enough time to figure out a solution, get comms around the world, get everyone around the world to build these teleporter, tripod, fucking whatevers, build all this, test it. Presumably, you'd have to test it before. Welcome back, Larry. I'm talking about the bullshit of how long it took Galactus to get to Earth, and they had the time to build these teleporters around the Earth. So Galactus moves like the fucking snail of the universe? What are you talking about? Why did it take Galactus so long to get to Earth and they had time to build all this? Galactus, being as powerful as he is, should be able to get to Earth a lot quicker than he did. A lot quicker than building and coordinating these teleport systems across the Earth.
You're telling me he's devouring planets and he's going to be able to just walk on a planet? Like, these
As
planets are bite-sized, and
Yeah.
now all of a sudden he's able to walk and he's just as big as a building? Like, come on.
In the comics, Silver Surfer drags him. Like that's like the main thing with Silver Surfer is like Silver Surfer like takes him to the places and like whatever. So
Like
that's when I
GPS?
was
Like a beacon? Bing, bing, and so he knows where to go.
I don't think so.
yeah, like a towboat.
He's
Yeah.
the-
Like
he
a whole
always
ship.
Wait, hold on.
Silver
hold on.
Surfer is the one that always
Larry.
looks out.
You're sideways here. You got whatever you did. You're sideways. There you go, attaboy.
Yeah,
There we go. Go ahead. What were you saying? Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer.
Oh, this guy's having a hard time.
Bye, Larry.
Dear. Well, nonetheless, whether it's a tugboat, whether whatever it is, I mean, the way it looks like in the movie, if we're just going off of what the movie presented, it's like he's in a ship that he's connected to, right? So the ship essentially is what's destroying these planets, and he's getting the energy from them. Did we read that the same way?
I did.
You read it.
It's like a big
what did you read it
grinding
as?
gears.
From knowing Galactus, like one of my favorite video games. Like you're fighting Galactus, and he's like,
Anthony, but what did the movie present you? What did if you throw out what the backstory, like what did the movie show you? Real talk though, we're talking about this movie. We're like, as someone that doesn't know Fantastic Four, I'm sure I'm not the only one, comes to see this movie. It looks like Galactus is in a spaceship, and you see tubes connected to him because they're when they go to talk to him, they're inside of the ship. But ultimately, they're able to make a teleportation to teleport Galactus.
Earth.
Well, no, they do that, but then right on time, the Silver Surfer shows up and is flying. Goes from like Russia to fucking like India within like the split of a finger. But it took her months to get out of a black hole, which again, the science, whatever. So now they can't do that, so they have to do Plan B and teleport Galactus.
Right. So there's only one left.
Yeah.
One, like she destroys all the portals
That's
that are supposed to transport Earth, except for the one that's closest to them in the U.S.
in
right?
New York, right? Yeah.
Right.
Because he
So-
lands, and we see the scale of Galactus to the Statue of Liberty, which again, he's in the ocean, and we see him like we don't see below his waist, and he's towering above the Statue of Liberty. But then you cut to certain scenes of him walking, and he's like as tall as a building. It's like, wait, shouldn't he be like way the fuck up there?
He fits
Like that should be an ankle.
And he fits in between, like on a street. He can walk like in a street and hardly like scratch across the other buildings. Yeah, really, really. I think that goes into the CGI of it all. I don't know. Hey, Anthony, this was for you. I thought you'd come in like hot. Here's my take, like fired up. Like you guys seem quiet with the Fantastic Four.
Because it was a blah movie.
I do also, yeah, I agree. I think there was like a lot missing. So I feel like there being a lot missing, I'm kind of just like, like, I don't know. Like, it was kind of just whatever. Like, I feel like it was missing so much. Like, I feel like I wanted so much more.
I just want to hear it, Mikey. I want to hear it.
Yeah, you're right. It was bad. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, but again, like I told you, it's crushing in the box office. Like people are going to see it. There are people that are going to like it. End of the day, Larry liked it so much that he can't listen to us slander it anymore and just dropped off the call. But you know, I think I just need to adjust my expectations. Like that scene when we're seeing the black hole and everything, it made me think of like Interstellar and like the way that's shot. Like if we could get that and put it in an old time period, but shot like Interstellar and tell a story like that, yo, Fantastic Four would be fucking dope. But Marvel's not going to do that. Marvel's not going to do that.
Should have. It's because they want to set it up for the money. They want to set it up for
I know
12 movies from now. Like, just make this one good movie instead of making 12 crappy movies. You know what I mean? Like, they're all about quantity and not quality. That's the problem.
But anyways, Sue saves the day with her motherly child under a bus strength and telekinesis. And the baby brings her back to life when she uses all her energy, pushes Galactus into the portal with the help of the Silver Surfer because she's realized Johnny Storm learned my language, so now I understand what I've been doing is bad. Just there's so many things that frustrate me about this movie. But let's move forward to our double feature pairings. If you had to pair something with this movie, what would you pair it with, Anthony? What would you pair with Fantastic Four?
Compare it with The Incredibles. I think there's a lot of parallels. Like I think you guys mentioned it earlier. Like Jack and Franklin. I feel like they are very similar. Of like the prodigy of the two, whatever. And now they're super powerful, whatever. But yeah. And then also the Mole Man. I've never heard of him. I was like, what? Like, okay, this dude magic.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that was out of nowhere for me. I was like,
I thought that was like Darkwing Duck. For some weird reason, I thought that was like an homage to Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, where's the Darkwing Duck reboot? I'm with it. Larry, welcome back. You got to pay that internet bill. We're just wrapping up doing a double
Sure.
What is it? Double feature pairings. This movie's fried my brain. This movie's fried my brain. Hey, you got nowhere to talk, Mr. Lack of Internet, okay? So Anthony is pairing Anthony's pairing
Incredibles.
Incredibles, which is good. I thought of that movie, obviously. Larry, give us your.
Also with
Or go ahead. No, go ahead, please.
also with like the family values and like the family team and like the working together, I feel like that was also a very strong aspect that like related to. And like you said earlier, like Incredibles was inspired by Fantastic Four, so I feel like it was very easy to see like how they work together so easy.
To Adrian saying this is the best Fantastic Four, I'd argue The Incredibles is the best Fantastic Four.
Yeah. But there's
Larry,
5.
well, yeah, exactly. Larry, what would you pair? I see what you paired, but let us know. And I almost went with this one. Go ahead.
With the Interstellar, because I mean, I like the sci-fi aspect. I wish they would have leaned more into that. I mean, you get what, maybe 30 minutes of it, maybe at the most. But I wish they would have leaned more
That's
into
being
it. But
generous, I think. Yeah.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
just the space scenes when they go see him, I think are the best part of that movie. Like,
I think
probably
if
one of the
I
better scenes. So I like the sci-fi aspect of it. That's why I paired it with Interstellar.
I really wish they would have taken the time to get into the science the way Interstellar does. Even them, I think because it's a Fantastic Four, it's an opportunity to be different. You can still tell the story, you can still have the beats, but like spend time there, which they kind of yada yada over most of it.
But I think that it was also like to compare a Marvel movie to Interstellar is like
Right.
like that's like in what like if
I
those are the
agree.
parameters, like yeah, that's
I
really
I agree, but how fucking dope would that be? Don't you see?
You see, it can be done right. All you got to do is actually do the work and figure out the science. What Marvel's been doing too, and James Gunn touched on it, is he said they get a release date, they start shooting the CGI, action scenes first, and then they kind of build a movie around it. So they're never really gonna nail it on the head if that's your your model of shooting a movie and making a movie.
I had multiple times in my head thinking, am I just going to give up Marvel? Like, it's just not for me. It's just not for me anymore. I mean, it was just better. Like, I don't know. It was just better.
After Endgame, it's been so blah.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
argue it had a very small window. I don't say like there was a long period. Like Spawn is a Marvel movie, and let's be honest, like we loved it as a kid.
No.
Spawn is not Marvel. How fucking dare you? First of all,
What is
No,
Spawn?
it's not.
What is
Image
Spawn?
Comics.
It's a different.
Image Comics.
Yes.
Image Comics. It's not Spawn. If anything, it's more related to DC because they've had crossovers with Batman. I'll go get the fucking comics right now.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I do remember crossovers with Spawn where I'm like, wait a minute. Okay.
But it was
Okay.
DC. Yeah. Well, while you're talking, Adrian, what's your double feature?
Double feature Street Fighter. It came out in 1994. Is directed by Steven Idezouza. Just an equally bad movie. It's like something that all the fans wanted. Like I wanted this to be such a good movie, and it just wasn't. Like Bison was not good. Like half the characters were just not
Rest
on
in
point.
peace.
Yeah.
Well, and they have a new one coming. The new Street Fighter's coming. They've got
They
your
do.
boy. They got your boy Roman Reigns, 50 Cent, Jason Momoa. I'm sure it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna be
Yeah,
great.
I'm sure it is.
Just as good as the first one.
Yeah. I mean, the first one, like when it came out, I think we're all
nostalgic.
Excited. It's very
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony, if I don't know, do you know Jean-Claude Van Damme?
I do not.
Wow,
You haven't seen Kickboxer? He hasn't seen any of those. I'm sorry.
Come on.
Sport,
oh,
no.
Man.
Oh, come on, man. Those are great.
We've got homework.
He has no idea about putting glass all over you and then freaking getting down.
My double feature pairing for this one comes directly from the movie quote I did. I'd go Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1990s. There's 4 of them. They're the real Fantastic Four. You got a honorary fifth, and Splinter. They each have their own personality. It's so that's a great example of a movie that can be equal parts drama, comedy, artistic,
Science.
science
fiction.
When I've talked to women about the Ninja Turtles, they shit on it. Erica doesn't want to watch it. When I think it's a very guy-coded movie, but I'm okay with that. It's coming to theaters August. Check your local theaters.
It's such a good movie. It's like you said, Mikey. It touches on everything.
It does. It does.
It's
It does.
dramatic. I mean, Raph gets all beat up. He's stuck in the tub. Come on.
We'll have you back when we do that anniversary. Do that anniversary episode. Be ready.
That's my birthday gift to myself right there.
Yeah, it's coming back to theaters. Be ready. All right, let's draft some stock.
I got my ninja size right there.
You're ready to go.
Hey.
Don't get them lost like Raph does. Let's draft some stock here. I have added our guests to the wheel, as you can see. Larry looking dapper there. Look at that. I got good pictures of you, Anthony, in San Francisco. You can't tell from that picture, but that's where he was. Drafting first. It might be delayed for you guys, but tough shit. Larry gets the first draft pick from the Fantastic Four.
He's probably already gone, isn't he?
Adrian gets number 2. Dear God. Am I going to go last? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, let's go.
What?
I'm getting third. There we go. All right. Well, Larry, with the first pick from the Fantastic Four, I don't know if you need a minute to bring up the stats on this one. We skipped the letterbox description, Adrian. You're supposed to catch me on that.
We did. I thought that's what you were leaning into me for.
Why don't you do it now? Go for it.
Yeah, tell us what this movie's about.
We need a thumbnail.
Yeah. It's all good. We listen. We're not going to be perfect every episode. We'll be fantastic for this one. Yeah.
Wow.
Larry, who are you taking? And in a reminder, you can take cast or crew. Looking over this, I don't think we have drafted anyone here. I will say this. I'm going to do one stipulation. Kevin Feige can't be drafted. He's the only one.
Because he has too much. He's already invested and that stock is too high already.
It's unpurchasable.
That stock's just going to keep falling, though. I mean, the way they've been doing it.
That's right. But
he might just lose his position at this point.
Just one other thing really quick. Talk about random characters, Anthony. Natasha Lyonne in this as like a random love interest for Ben the Thing. Like, again, maybe it's setting something up for future movies, but like so unnecessary. So like do something more with it.
It was so short. It was so short between them. Like, if you're going to build on it.
She's in like 2 scenes. She's in like 2 scenes.
I think she has like a total of like 3 minutes on screen or something like that.
Max.
It's super quick.
Max. Yeah. And to get someone like her, go ahead, Anthony, defend it.
I think it's cool because it's like, it's giving the Thing like background. Like, Ben Grimm is known to be like he's a superhero, but he doesn't want to be. It's like he yearns to be a regular person, like whatever.
I didn't get any of that in this movie. I didn't pick up on any of
that
a
lot more too.
I mean, the fact that he wasn't shaving, wasn't shaving, like grinding his face, tells you like he's really concerned about his appearance.
The things they should have leaned into, they didn't, and I think that's what makes it a missed opportunity.
They could have leaned into that a lot more to show how depression, because he can't.
For sure.
You could have leaned into that more.
100%. Adrian, who are you going to take? Or sorry, Larry, it's you. Sorry. Who are you going to take?
I'm going with the Thing, though.
Speaking of
the devil. So, you go ahead and you can say his name. Right,
you can pronounce it. You're drafting him. Come on.
Okay. He's the Thing.
Evan Moss Bachrach. Got his fame on the Bear. Got his fame on the Bear. Well, why are you drafting him? Let's hear it.
He's coming up. I mean, just like you said, he's on the Bear. From there, he just got this big role right here. I mean, looking at projects, looks like he's coming up.
Yeah, he was in the Royal Tenenbaums with Wes Anderson. He's going to be He's obviously going to be in Avengers Doomsday coming up here. We didn't really talk about that end credit scene where we see the kid 4 years later and Dr. Doom shows up, which is, if they didn't...
He's in Andor as well.
He was in Andor. He was great in Andor. I'm trying to get Larry. I'm trying to get Adrian and Erica to watch fucking Andor, and they're just they don't get it.
You don't even need to watch Star Wars like that. It's a
Thank you.
standalone. It's so
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
It's like a heist, type show.
It's a lot of things. It's incredible. Anyways, we don't have to. That'll be a separate episode.
We'll get up.
Me and Larry will do a duo Andor deep dive. Okay, so you took Eben Moss Bachrach. I hope I said your name right, brother. Next up is Adrian. Who are you taking?
Did somebody take Pedro and our Eddington?
You have him.
Yeah. Just making sure.
Hey, bro, you got to keep track of your own stock, all right? Like, if you draft someone, you gotta know you have them.
I'm gonna take Natasha Lyonne.
You're so funny. What?
Surprised.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, go on. Because of the American Pie days, or what? You've been with her a long time. Her stock's been in the market a while.
Also, Poker Face. She has that show on NBC Peacock, I think. It was like called Poker Face, where she's like a detective. It was a fun show.
She has that show Russian Doll on Netflix.
She's definitely all around TV, which again makes it interesting to cast her in this in such a limited capacity. I mean, she's a talented actress, but it was just so little. All right, you guys left me exactly who I wanted. I thought, granted, the nitpicks of the character and that stuff, but Vanessa Kirby, who played Sue Storm, she's an incredible actress. I thought she did great in this. I thought her acting actually stood out beyond everyone else, including Pedro. Pedro here was very kind of monotone, stagnant, very middle of the road. I thought your boy Eben, I thought he did fine, but it's hard because it's really just the voice. So, it's hard to really it's hard to really diagnose his acting. And I really enjoy Joe Quinn, but I thought his performance in this stood out as
not great.
It was just weird because he's from the UK and he has to have an American accent. Granted, so does Vanessa Kirby, but then he's got these deep, super bright blue eyes, which he doesn't have in real life. And it's why are we just cast someone that is an American with blue eyes if that's what the role calls for, And
I mean, I think that's what got me off about him too, is those eyes were just so off. They just
Yeah. And again, the CGI wasn't great in various scenes. But anyways, so Vanessa Kirby, she's in Mission Impossible Fallout. She was in Napoleon. Pieces of a Woman, I think, is really what elevated her to another level. So I'm really excited to see what she does next. Anthony, last pick. What are you going to take?
Well, before you started shooting on him, I'm going with Joseph Quinn.
Take him.
Yeah, I'm going to. I think even though there was just a lot going on with him, I still think that he's gonna be featured in a lot more. I feel like this added another bit of versatility to him as an actor. He was in Stranger Things, and I feel like that was kind of what pushed his career a little bit forward more, got him a little bit more popular. And I feel like this adding to his to his portfolio, I feel like he's gonna be in further projects and stuff. So I'm interested to see what else he's gonna be in, because I feel like right now this is his start of this is his foundation to where he's gonna end up going. So
he was better in Gladiator 2. He was also in a Quiet Place Day One. So
he's good.
He's been in other roles and he's been better. It's just this is a tough role for anybody because they've casted this 4 different times, 3 different times, and they can't get it right. It's a tough character. It's a tough character to begin with.
Well, listen, Fantastic Four wasn't so fantastic. I think Larry, you gave 1 thumbs up, so at least it got some positivity from here. And again, I think it's like Anthony said, it's the first movie. They're trying to set a foundation. I just think you have a great opportunity that was missed because they didn't lean into the important stuff that could have made it stand apart from these other comic book movies.
I got it. The Fantastic Floppers. And it's Vlade Divac, a bunch of NBA floppers. Let's do it. That's a satire right there. Let's do it.
LeBron's heading the team or what?
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure to follow us across all of our socials. We're on Instagram, Blue Sky, Letterboxd. Also, breaking news. I caved in. Anthony will be happy. We're on TikTok. So make sure to follow our TikTok account. You can find all of that at the screen name, Seeing This Pod. Go to our website. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and
Spotify.
there we go. Thank you. We got a double. But until next time, stay safe.